You are still watching The Breakfast Show right here on NTV7. Now, this year, the Motorcycle and Scooter Assemblers and Distribution Association of Malaysia, or MASAAM, will host the first ever industry-led international show and conference for powered two-wheeler vehicles in Malaysia.
That's right, MotoXpo KL 2012 will feature the latest products and services, live demonstrations, and even test rides, as well as play host to prominent members of the international motorcycle fraternity.
Yes, just 47 days and counting till the show rides into town. And here this morning to tell us why you should be there, our MASAAM's president, Dato Syed Mohamad Aidid, Syed Murtaza, and its secretary, Khalili Zulkifli of the exhibition. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Yes. Good morning, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Okay, first up, tell us a bit about MASAAM, because to be honest, I've not heard of you guys prior to this. Maybe because I don't ride a bike, but when was it formed and how many members do you have?
Right. MASAAM represents the two-wheelers industry,
Yeah.
where members are mainly those who hold a franchise, as well as those who have assembly plant.
Right.
Of two-wheelers in Malaysia.
Okay.
We've been in existence for more than 35 years already, engaging with the authorities on behalf of the two-wheelers industry, and it is strictly an organization representing the industry per se.
Right.
More than 95% of the manufacturing of motorcycles, all of them are members of the association, and we speak with a common voice for the interests of the industry and engaging with the authorities related to road safety, related to environment issues and other issues.
Okay, so this conference is the first industry-led of its kind in Malaysia. What prompted it?
We have been to many expos. Usually it is a combination of two-wheelers and four-wheelers, all right? And we also have the Motor Car Expo in Malaysia.
Right.
But we felt that it's timely that the industry has had expanded to more than 500,000 total sales of motorcycle. And there are also more and more local assemblers, manufacturers of motorcycle in Malaysia. And some of the models available in Malaysia, they've achieved more than 80% localization. So we thought that it's timely that we should initiate of such exhibition on an international scale to expose Malaysia as being a much more a country that encourage localization of motorcycle in this country. On a regional basis, within ASEAN, I think we have achieved very well.
Right.
Most of the models
Fantastic.
have
Now,
exceeded 70%.
the event is actually two-pronged. There's the exhibition itself, and there's also the conference. Tell us about who are some of the, perhaps, motor industry experts that we'll be hearing from.
One portion of the conference would be an ISO international meeting.
Right.
We will have on the 21st itself until 24th, where experts all over the world we congregate and discuss about standards and regulations of motorcycles. Probably we'll be talking about issues on electric motorcycle, which is a very, very hot topic now.
Right.
And some of the environment issues on motorcycles.
Okay.
We will also have a component where we will invite experts from Europe to talk on regulation, legislation, road safety, and also not to mention IPR, that is intellectual property right on motorcycles.
Okay.
itself.
So what about the consumers and the general public? What do you have in store for them?
Oh yeah, probably we'll invite some celebrities. We may have some surprises that you will see in soon. In coming weeks.
But we've already got a couple of hints from the website. I understand you have live demonstrations in what you're calling a live action arena.
Yes.
And this is in PWTC.
No, it'll be a little outside of this.
Right, okay. Tell us about that.
Yeah.
We'll have a cordon area where we have a space for some live arena stunt shows.
Okay.
Yeah, sort of that. Yeah.
Right.
It's a surprise.
But everything will be, fully gated and people can watch in the distance.
You're right.
Okay.
And who are some of the exhibitors confirmed already?
all of MASAAM members are confirmed, and some of international manufacturers also are confirmed.
Okay, so we're talking about the big boys like Honda, Ducati, Suzuki, all of those.
Yeah,
will
you
be
mentioned
there.
that. Yeah, you mentioned that. Not me.
Oh, they're keeping it really under the radar, aren't they?
I know.
Okay. Well, okay, let's talk a little bit about the motorcycle industry in Malaysia in general. How has that developed? I mean, what are kind of the bikes that people are going after these days?
Well, in Malaysia, we're still lovers of small bikes. They call them mopeds.
Mopeds, right? Yeah.
Then it is a utility form of vehicles available in Malaysia.
Right.
And everybody is able to ride on a motorcycle,
Right.
young and old, all right? And it is very convenient.
Right. How about the hobby aspect of riding? Has that grown in Malaysia?
Oh yes, we see some escalating interest on this. I mean, hobbies in motorcycle is getting into tune now, into trend now. We see some trend of increasing. So that's why we think this is timely, and it's perfect to spur interest on this area.
Okay. Are there activities outside the actual two-wheeler convention that will appeal to the public as well?
Probably. Well, we see on how some of the lucky draw probably,
Yes.
or
Okay.
fashion shows,
Some surprises.
some surprises that we won't mention now.
All right.
So basically, if you want to find out what the Moto Expo has in store for you, you've got to head down to the Putra World Trade Center from the 22nd to the 26th of February.
That's
so not
right.
this month, but next month.
Next month. So if to keep yourself updated on some of the news and some of the things that have been added for the event, you can check out the website. It's www.MotoXpo, which is Moto X
Without the E.
Without the E. .com.my.
Yes. Now, at the end of it all, right? What does MASAAM hope to achieve from this? What do you hope the outcome will be?
We expect to have a closer engagement with the community. That the message is motorcycle is safe. It is a form of utility vehicles,
Right.
and young and old is welcome to use it.
Right.
So
I think that's an interesting subject that you brought up.
Yeah.
The safety, because a lot of Malaysians' concerns is when it comes to riding on the road is the safety, because we don't regard a two-wheeler as a legit vehicle on the road. It's like, hey, move to the side. How are we educating drivers on the road to respect riders? But vice versa, there's also the rider's responsibility to ride safely and not defensively. What are your thoughts?
It's unique in Malaysia, where the authorities created a special lane for motorcycle, as well as the whole system of getting the message across, not only to the riders, but also to other drivers, other users onto the road, because they must coexist.
Yeah.
And also my advice to all motorcycle riders is always ride safely.
Right.
Make yourself being conspicuous by other road users.
Right.
The trouble is that sometimes the riders of motorcycles do not make themselves being part of the road. This is the challenging part of it.
Or they just appear out nowhere.
Okay, to me, is everyone have their entitlement to use the highway and the roads in this country.
Yeah.
So if everyone understands their rights, the road should be safer.
Right.
Irrespective of whether you're a car user or other vehicles plus the motorcycle.
Okay.
So safety is one aspect that we'll be touching on at the conference. What are some of the other topics that will be discussed?
We'll be talking about intellectual property right, where some of the motorcycles, where we see some copy model that are,
Interesting that you say that, Khalili. How different can one motorcycle be from the next?
It's a very intricate subject. There's a long issues on this. Well, it's quite difficult for a normal person to understand and observe and to notice what are the difference.
Right.
But you know, for us industries, for us manufacturers, definitely once we see this, straight away we know this is copy model.
And that's a big issue right now.
That's a big issue, but it's under control.
Right.
It's under control.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically more discussions to hope
And
improve.
it's a problem, a worldwide problem.
Worldwide
It's not actually in Malaysia, but it's just a worldwide problem.
So it's coming together and trying to find a solution ahead.
Exactly right.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. We wish you all the very best with the expo. Once again, if you are a manufacturer or even a member of the public, or if you just love bikes, head down to the PWTC from the 22nd to 26th of February for MotoXpo KL.
Website again, www.motoexpo.com.my. It's flashing on the screens right now. Take it down to follow the updates.
Yes. Right now, though, we're going to take another quick time out, but still ahead on the show.